Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a little get ready with me using a bunch of Sephora recommendations. So I've done a few different videos suggesting some things. I had my goodies show up, and today what I'm going to do is put together a whole look using some of my new goodies as well as throwing in some of my other recommendations so you can see them in action. A few of these were requests, so specifically I'm going to be using the Giorgio Armani. That is what I'm going to be using all over my face as my foundation today. And then we are doing another kind of more magenta berry look using this Dior Backstage. This is their new Rosewood Neutrals. So really having a fun time using this little palette. So if you're interested in seeing how I got kind of this berry kind of look today using some of my favorite Sephora favorites, let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, let's play this morning. And we are gonna start with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. I have it in the shade 4.5, and I'm gonna try to do this where we use it all over my face today. I've been loving that concept, kind of similar to that new Dior Correct Concealer. And you guys, I have fallen in love with this guy. So this is huge because I don't really like concealer. I'm of course gonna put some right in the dark areas here. I'm going to use this as my foundation today. So as we're moving into the summer months, I think the concept is just to be wearing a little lighter kind of makeup. And I wore this the other day and I kind of fell in love with it, which made me rethink my luminous silk. Okay, we're gonna start here, and I'm just gonna kind of take a damp beauty blender, and we are just going to buff this into the skin. And I did not get around to doing my roots yet, so just ignore the gray. That is going to happen, but I'm sort of afraid I am going to mess it up more than just letting the gray come out for another month. So you guys, here is the coverage. And I think what I really liked about this is that it just gave me enough kind of luminosity on my skin. And it's not a huge amount of coverage, just like Luminous Silk to me is sort of like a light to medium. You can definitely build it up, but I really love the idea of this quick and easy face and using just that little concealer. So to me, what I was liking, it was very skin-like, and anytime I put anything in my wrinkle area, I'm gonna get a little bit of creasing, guys. That's with any product. But what I found was that it was very kind of forgiving and more of a blurring effect on the skin. So really enjoying this guy. So we're gonna use this, and 4.5 is a tad bit lighter than my skin tone. Usually that's something I just use on my eyes, but I kind of like the concept of a teeny bit lighter. And then we're gonna warm up the skin with another one of my Sephora recommendations. So here it is, coverage wise. And I don't know, I just really loved the effect on the skin. It makes me want to rethink using Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I've been in the minority of loving that foundation, but partly because I still don't have the right color of that foundation. I have tried maybe 4 or 5 different colors, and they have many to choose from. So I'm contemplating trying one more color because I really like the way that this concealer looks on the skin But if I'm gonna be using this guy on my skin the whole time, I think I'm gonna run out of it pretty quickly. So we'll see, but I have been absolutely loving this little Armani concealer. Very comfortable on the skin. I think it gives a nice little glow, and it is not going to give like full-on coverage for those of you that are looking for something just to kill the bags. I would probably say use a corrector, and then you could top it off with this. So loving that guy. Okay, we're gonna let that kind of sink into the skin, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to eyes. So I said I would do another look with this little beauty, and I just have been loving this little Dior. This is the Backstage, and it is in the Rosewood Neutrals. And you guys, this one is a true beauty. Can make really soft natural looks out of this, and just this color zone is just right up my alley. So it comes with a creamy little eye primer, and we're just gonna place that all over the lid. Nice kind of creamy shadow. It's gonna cancel out any redness on my lids. Then I am going to place this color up here, and that is called Nude. Right here, we're gonna place that all over the lid to just give it a nice little base color. Then we're gonna go into this matte shade right here, and this is in Rose. And we are going to just kind of build here. I'm using Sonia G. This is her Blender Pro. So I'm just gonna kind of go into that crease. And these are just really soft and silky, so I'm going with a light hand, and then we'll blend this out. We're gonna go into this deep dark plum color over here. This is also a matte shade, and I'm using the Sonia G. This is a Blender Pro, so it's a little bit flatter. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of this on the outer V. I'm just going in with a soft hand, you guys, blending this out and bringing a teeny bit up into that crease, just a little bit. Taking a soft, clean, fluffy brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend this, soften everything. Then we're gonna go into this little beautiful shimmer burgundy shade over here at the top. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of this guy, and I'm just going to place softly a little bit of that on the lid. It's a soft shimmer, so nothing too deep. Then we're gonna take this kind of creamy metal shade here, and we're gonna pop a little bit of that on top. Now don't worry, it may look a little dark at the moment, but once we put on mascara and such, it kind of just gets a little bit softer. So I'm gonna use my Pencil Pro from Sonia G. I'm gonna go back into that deep matte purple shade right here, and that is the dark plum. And I'm gonna go close. I'm gonna line my lash line. Okay, we've got a little wash of plum on the eyes, and then I am going to line my upper and lower lash line with my favorite Grwm Agape. This is sort of a chestnut brown color. To the very end. And I'm just going to take a little of that. Okay guys, this is another look using this Dior Backstage. I'm gonna go put on mascara and you'll see how it's gonna transform the eyes. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna be using my ILIA. This is the Limitless Lash Mascara. And I've been using this a lot lately. So we'll go pop that on and I'll be right back and we'll finish the face off. Okay, we've got our eyeballs on, and again, just lots of different looks that you can do. So I went a little bit more with this kind of burgundy purple tones, but you can definitely lighten it up, and you guys let me know. We can continue to play and do looks with this guy, but this one has just been super fun and versatile, and I've really been enjoying it. Next, we're gonna go ahead and set the makeup. This is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder, and this is one of my favorite just kind of loose powders. And I'm just gonna go through and we'll set the makeup. And then warm up the skin a bit. Okay, we set the makeup. Then I'm gonna use the BECCA. This is their Sunlit Bronzer in Capri Coast. This is an oldie but a goodie. I still love this one, and this does have a tad bit of shimmer in this guy. So we are gonna go ahead and use this guy to bronze up the skin. And then I'm gonna use another one of my recommendations. This is from Tom Ford. This is my favorite blush. It's an INHIBITION, just one of my favorites. And it's just gonna give me a very nice neutral. It's kind of like your perfect kind of pinky peachy neutral blush. And then I always like to take just a teeny bit of my blush or bronzer, and I like to kind of put it in the crease kind of to make everything cohesive. So just a little bit of that right in that crease. Okay, now that we have warmed up the skin and got a little bit more life going on, I am going to use the Lip Cheat. This is from Charlotte Tilbury, and this one is in Love Trap. And this is just one of my favorite colors here, kind of a nudie rose brown. And I'm just gonna outline my lips. And then I'm going to use the lip gloss. This is the Hourglass Unreal Volumizing Lip Glosses. You guys, I have several of these. I absolutely love them. I tend to wear Ignite a lot. This is kind of your classic nudie peach, but one of my favorite berry shades, it looks strong in the tube. This is Impact, and it's a beautiful berry shimmer. You can kind of build it up or dress it down. I tend to just take a little of this and just kind of dab it in to my lips here, and then just kind of dab it in. It's going to give me a little bit of a oomph factor, but it's such a beautiful berry shade. I love these lip glosses because they do have a little bit of tingling in them. They will slightly plump up your lips, but not over the top. So just beautiful, and they have a lot of colors. I tend to have all the ones that have a tad bit of shimmer in them, but so gorgeous. Okay guys, this is the final look, kind of a berry look going on today. Really been enjoying playing with this new Dior Backstage. all sorts of looks that you can do with this. So you guys, I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you have received your goodies from Sephora and what you are loving. But I thought I would just go ahead, use some of my recommendations, put them in action, and this is what we ended up with. Okay, you guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. Please stay healthy, please stay sane, and I'll be back with another video soon.